During the second season as a starter, what have you seen from him as you've kind of taken over the position group?
Yeah, constant growth. The way he's grown, obviously he's super talented on the field, can make every throw, accurate, quick release, can run, but the growth outside of it, the communication, the leadership, everything is going at a really, really high level right now. And the way he's grown a ton, even from spring to now, is his high level of communication with everyone. To me, to Coach Mouse, to Coach Campbell, but then to teammate too, talking with the O-line about protections and seeing how we're going to pick up certain blitzes and that, and meeting with them there, and then with the receivers too on how they're running certain routes versus looks. And man, here's how I see it. How do you see it? So the high level of communication with him, and then the high level of consistency has been, man, he keeps getting better and better every single day. He works his tail off. So he's getting better every day. He's super curious on everything too, asking questions on everything and just constantly trying to get better. So he's doing a great job, but he's constantly trying to get that inch to get better.
Behind him on the depth chart, you've obviously got JJ, Connor Moberly coming in. What have you seen from those two guys as campus progressed?
Yeah, they're growing every single day too. JJ's been here a little bit longer than Connor, but they keep getting better every single day and making good plays and making the right decisions, knowing when to, have a chance to be aggressive, and then also know when to make the right play. We say all the time in our room, we don't got to always make the big play, we just got to make the right play. And they're learning that, and JJ's learning that, and he's getting a ton better, more comfortable in the offense too. And then the growth Connor has had from spring to summer is night and day. You can tell he's more comfortable now. He understands the offense, knows where guys are going to be, can play faster, and then he has a ton of natural athletic ability too, and can throw and run. So he's doing awesome too.
Rocco's talked a lot with us this summer, fall, whatever it is, about wanting to clean up his footwork. What have you seen, his progression on that?
Yeah, it's been awesome so far, and then we talk all the time too about how consistent you can be with your footwork, your base, because it all starts with your feet. Your feet got to be right in everything we do with RPOs or play action passes, or even just in the pocket moving. If you're consistent with your feet, you have a chance for your accuracy to go way up. So we worked out a ton trying to get him in uncomfortable situations and throwing stuff at him and this and that to try and test his feet and base. And he's worked a ton on it. It's been awesome so far. He's continuing to work at it too, but that's been a point of emphasis for him, and he's done great.
You mentioned he felt like he had calm feet. Is that what you would see when things would maybe go sideways, either be bail out too early or just try to do something too quickly?
For sure, and that's the battle of quarterbacks, because we try and put them in certain situations in practice. Obviously, we can't get hit in practice, and you're trying to simulate a live rush and guys coming at him. And there's sometimes, where you got to have calm feet back there. You got to go and stick your back foot in the ground and wait on a throw, knowing you might take a hit, knowing there might be guys coming at you. But he's been awesome there. But when he gets his feet set and base and he's calm, I'd put him against anyone in the country throwing the football.
Last year, we obviously saw Nate be the OC and quarterbacks coach. That job has been split this year. How do you guys manage that, especially from a communication standpoint, with you being in his helmet during the plays? Just how do you guys get all that to align?
Yeah, it starts with Coach Mauser and I's relationship. We have a great relationship. We've known each other for a long time, and we can talk to each other. And I'm not afraid to go tell him how I see something, or how I view something, or how the quarterbacks are doing it, and he wants that, and then vice versa as well. So for us to be aligned and on the same page helps. Now when I'm talking to Rocco and the other quarterbacks, that Coach and I are on the same page talking to him. So it's been awesome though, and Coach Mauser loves feedback from everyone, Rocco especially, because he's played a lot of football here. But the communication there, it starts with us being aligned, and we are, and feel like we have a great relationship, and then kind of filters down into Rocco too.
How do you sort of strike a balance between being, I kind of asked him about you telling him stories about, hey, in this situation I had this, doesn't happen. At the same time, maybe guys after a while, if you do that too much, they might roll their eyes a little bit, but it sounds like that's going really well. How would you describe that rapport of, every now and then it's like, hey, here's a bit of something I did that maybe you could look at.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to show them too much, and I'll only show them the good plays I have and the good things I do, never the bad. But no, it's just if I feel there's a situation where man, I went through this same thing. I know how you're feeling. I feel like this could help you. I'll use it, but yeah, I can't do it every single time. And you know, they after you know me showing them one clip, they're like, all right, we're good. But no, there's a time and a place for it, and then just using my experience, and that's what I think is really cool about playing the position, being in his shoes not too long ago. That I can relate to them and those guys, and kind of know what they're feeling and know what they're seeing, and you know, being understanding of how they view everything, how what's going on with their lives too. So. It's a fine line though, but if I feel like there's a good connection there, definitely use that.
And you mentioned putting in some tough situations, and Coach Campbell told us yesterday that I think the quote is sort of like the paraphrase, putting in positions to fail at times and try to find a way. Did he have that in mind? I mean, does that come with experience a little bit? As a guy has his feet under him, you want to then fine tune by putting them in that situation versus when they're green, you probably want to put them in situations to succeed, right?
Yeah, and that's life, that's football, and not everything's going to go great on the football field on a Saturday. And with Rocco, trying to put him in tough situations, one, to see how he'll respond, and the offense as a whole. And then when things don't go well, all right, now being the leader of the team in the offense, how do you respond? Everyone's looking at you. But yeah, for sure you want to put those guys in tough situations, like, third and long day or second and long day or backed up, I think 2 minute, all that stuff, and see how he acts and see how he responds, because that's real life and that's game. So he needs to feel that. He needs to be put under pressure and stress to go make a play and see how he responds. So I think that's great, and that's only going to help us on Saturday. So the more we can do that, the better. And he's been really well. They're doing really well at it so far.
You were a college quarterback, and you didn't have the benefit of the helmet communication and all that, but relate to us just how different the game's going to be from a quarterback's perspective, and what kind of you went through, and now the benefit Rocco and the other guys are going to have.
Yeah, for sure. It's still working through exactly, talking to him, what's too much, what's not enough, and you don't want to, give him so much information and talk to him all the way up into the 15 where he can't think or he can't process things. But little tips here and there about things that I'm seeing or we're seeing, or tips and reminders on a play or something like that, I thought would have been great when I was playing. There were times there where there's a lot going on in the crowd and the plays, and we might make an adjustment here or there during the game. But I think it's going to be great, and we're still working through. I'm constantly talking with Rocco. What's too much, what's not enough, man. What do you need? So we're working through that. It's been awesome though. We've been able to use it, every single day in practice too. So got a good feel for that. And I don't only think it'll help us, but it's that fine line of what's too much and what do you need to say.
Is there a difficulty in trying to strike a balance between some of the looseness that Rocco might have played with as a first-year starter versus trying to reel him in a little bit and maybe improve some of the fundamental stuff?
Oh yeah, every day is a fight, and we have an elite standard and elite expectation for the quarterback room as a whole, but then Rocco in general. And he did some awesome things last year, and there's some things he can clean up too, and he knew that, and he went to work in the off season, and he's been working his tail off to do that. But yeah, you want to just keep him growing and keep challenging him in every single way possible, because he responds and he loves it, and he wants to be the best. So he's always in here. He's always taking notes. I've never seen him in a meeting not ask a question, not take notes, not be up here doing things to get better. So keep challenging there, but then also while we as an offense and an organization are holding him to a high standard, that we're going to challenge the heck out of him, and he's been awesome responding to it.
Who will Rocco hear in his ear giving him the play call?
I will. Yep. So I'll do that. We have some different ways to get the plays in, but right now I'll be able to talk to Rocco.
Okay, so you'll be the one giving him the play.
Yep.
Okay.
Will you be on the field?
I'll be up in the box.
You will be.
Yeah.
Would that be independent whether you were in his ear or not?
Yeah, probably would be the same either way, I think. But yeah, being up there, being able to see it, being right by Coach Mauser too, so we'll be able to, both of us be able to be on the same page, being able to talk to him.
For clarity purposes, are you the one calling the play, or is it going to be Mauser?
No,
just the one
it's
communicating it to
yeah.
him?
If we get a situation where we have to, but Coach Mouse is calling all the plays. Yeah.
So he gives them to you? Then you give them to
Yeah,
Rocco?
we have different ways to get in the play for sure. But yeah, it'll be all Coach Mauser. And if I have to give any tips to him, I guess you could say I'm going to do that, or a signaled play, or do something like that. But I'll be able to talk directly to him. But we have a ton of different ways to get him to play.
Good.